China when they back up. Like,
back in that thing.
All right. Well, with that being said, welcome back to another episode of IOU. To my right, I have Gabe. And to the right of him, I have John.
What's up?
And today we were without Osh. Happy birthday to Osh.
Yes, happy birthday, Osh. Yep.
Steph Curry birthday.
And then tomorrow is Jacob's birthday.
Oh, yeah, that is right. And he turned 31.
Yep.
Old fuck.
Man.
Shout out to him, though.
I think that's why Jacob's doing that cookout today, ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, his birthday falls on Memorial Day? That's crazy.
Yeah, I get.
Not usually. I don't want to say. I don't want to say not usually.
It's like the first time it's ever happened since I've known him. That's different. I ain't gonna remember your ass anyway. Not after tonight. I'm about to get drunk.
Yeah, we got a lot of arm room today.
Yeah,
I like it.
We got a lot of space.
6 feet, baby. 6 feet. Call me, do it, Gabe.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're the Raven fan.
Well, no, yeah. I feel like that's the ego thing, though. Like,
True.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Do they do that celebration anymore in Philly where they put their foot on the ball and still
I feel
fly
like
away?
they should.
I feel like they do.
They should.
I would in the Super Bowl just one time if I played on that team.
I would do like T.O. did and get in the middle of the 50-yard line, the logo, and start doing that.
Oh,
like
that's hard. That's hard.
Right on the logo.
But well, fellas, what do you want to talk about?
I seen you said in the group connections. That's got. I mean,
yeah.
I forgot to respond. I seen it. I responded in my brain, but
I mean, so we've been doing these one-word episodes, and I thought about it earlier. I said, connections, like both of those words have a lot of meaning. I mean, there's having a connection like a person, and I thought about like my jobs, and I was like, I think almost every one of my jobs I've had some sort of connection to get me there. So how important just making those connections are. Like if you're interested in the field, like you with the HVAC now, like you're making connections to get into the field and into like a place of employment.
Yeah, I mean, and technically the connection with my teacher, Mr. Klein, him knowing Gary Ronaldo, the trainer at Stack Heating and Cooling, is why I have a secure position there. Again, once all the paperwork and insurance goes through, I have a spot secured, regardless if they're hiring or not, because he put in that word for me, just from me being an excellent student and him believing I belong at that company. So the network and connection between that, I'm forever grateful for. Like, if I make it in this field, I kind of owe my career to my professor for putting his neck out on the line.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I think about like my old bosses and like people that I was, grateful for that they gave me a chance to do something, and my last job, I just passed my 7th year full time, and my 8th year is coming up in a couple of days total. And just thinking back to that, and thinking back to both of those, starting as an intern and like, someone's like, hey, you want to work in 2 different departments at the same time? I was like, yeah, because now I go to work and I'm talking to, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was at one department, Tuesday, Thursday, I was in another department.
Oh,
so
nice.
I was talking to so many different people, talking all this stuff. Like, what are you going to school for? Blah, 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 blah. And it was so like, this is refreshing. Because
I was just going to say that word, refreshing, because you're also doing something different and, again, seeing different people every day. So it's like not the same repetitive wash, rinse, repeat cycle.
Yes. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And just I thought about like personal connection too, having a personal connection with, like, I was thinking about the podcast and what we're doing here and the connection that we've made since 2020, basically, that we all got back together on a consistent basis. Right now, not really, can't we say we're all here today, but we're here in spirit. We're in Osh's house. So.
Right. This ain't even our home. Thank you, Osh. And so.
Yes, of course. So.
And, and what else with connection? I mean, that makes me think about not every job I've ever gotten has been through a connection. Like, I've earned some of my own, but I mean, almost every major job I've worked where I've been there long tenured, I've had a connection. My first job as a mentor, I had a connection with, and this is the UMADOP at 15 when I was a mentor. Me and the guy, he just seen something in me, gave me my first internship job. My mom met the manager at Family Dollar. Her connection with her led to me getting my first actual job as a man. My ex, her grandmother, was the manager at Dollar General. You with B-Dubs, you got me in there. Brad with Paragon, and I was there for 10 years. And BJ's I did on my own, and my next stop, my teacher. So, but most of my major mainstay jobs and stuff like that where I've like really benefited has all been through connections, and that just goes back to the famous line, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know, because that really is what opened doors for you.
That's true.
crazy.
Yeah, I think every job I've had, I've actually had a connection, like or a way in. You know what I mean? Like B-dubs, Max and Romas, like the dough spot. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like but I think that's it definitely helps. You know, the hiring process. Not even like in a sense of like you're gonna get it, because you know what I mean. There's a chance you might not. You know what I'm saying? Right. But I feel like it just like, I'm not a good interviewer. Like, I can admit it. Like, if I have an interview with somebody I don't know, dude, like, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I could tell you went good, dude, and then just, I don't know. You know what I mean? It could probably, I could be mush mouth and acting up. I'm not acting up, but you know what I mean? Like, saying the wrong shit and like.
Yeah.
See, now, for me, I worked at Family Video for about 2 years or so. It was going on 3, I think, and then I quit. I actually got my job there. I started by going, I was just like a patron. And then I started making connections with the cashiers, and I was driving my neighbor around for school. I would take him to LCC. I would go to LCC. You know, I'd drive him around, but he actually wanted to stop there. He's like, let's stop at the video store. I'm trying to get some. Bro, he would get like 20 movies. He would just burn through them. I'm like, bro, he's going to school. He's getting his master's. I'm like, bro, I don't know how you got so much time on your hands to watch all these movies. But what it worked out to be was I was making these connections, and they were like, we're hiring. And there was like a sign or something. He was like, you should apply. And then we were like in front of the people. He was like, yeah, you should apply. I'm like, okay, I'll apply. And then I'm like, all right. Like, it was so smooth at that point. It wasn't awkward.
Yeah, I feel like it's more genuine that way.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you kind of trust me. I trust you. Not like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, not with my life, but I feel like, you know, we could trust each other to like understand that shouldn't be no awkward phase in me trying to understand you and you understand me.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of like how, like, with Scorchers, like we've been going to Scorchers, and Will knows me by my fucking first name. Frank was already there, so he's like, man, like, so unfortunately one of the cooks passed away, I guess.
Oh my.
Yeah, I seen that.
And then so
condolences.
I didn't know him though, so I'm sorry I don't know his name either, but so I just, like I said, he's like, man, you know, you should probably apply now. Like, well, he told Franco called me like, hey, Will wants you to come up here, so I went up there, talked to Will. I didn't even say, I just said what up. Will just handed me the application like that.
Get your ass in
He's
here.
like, here you go. He's like, Franco was telling me you worked at such and this, and I'm like, yeah.
You know, it'd be funny if he had the application. He fucking like grabbed your wrist with it, and it's like, come here.
He's like, a little bit of blood started seeping out of my wrist. He's like, welcome.
Jesus.
I didn't even apply. You did. You already did.
I have a sample.
Bonded by blood now.
So you want Franco?
Yeah, I mean, that's another like another kind of connection where there's those like blood bonding, like.
But a lot of, like, you know, places, they don't like. I don't know if they I don't say like, but they have the policy that you can't hire like family and shit.
Well, nepotism is definitely a real thing.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not even gonna get into it though.
But I think, I don't know, man. Like, how I kind of go back to connections. Like, how can you break off? I feel like somebody's connection to bring out their best potential. You know what I mean? Like, let's say, like, you have a twin, right? And if you guys work together, I feel like you guys would make each other work harder than somebody else doesn't have any competition. You're not even a sense of competition, but, you know, just the drive to where I feel like he can help you, you can help him. You guys would obviously inspire to be a lot better.
Yeah. A friend of mine, she just got a new job with her best friend, and it's like, is this will it work, or will it help, or will it hinder? You know, they actually they spaced them apart in the office just because of, like,
trying cool. Right, yeah.
But, you know, I think that still having someone there that you're like cool with, I mean, your fucking best friend, like,
right.
It's pretty cool.
But I think, again, that also takes away the awkward phase too. Like, all right, you got somebody that's already there that you know it's kind of like going to a new school. You know what I mean?
That's true.
You don't know where to sit for lunch. You don't know what to fucking do at recess. You know what I mean? You're just dribbling the ball by yourself, probably. Like, so,
Right.
So I don't know, man. I think that, like, you wanna have, like I said, you wanna get rid of that awkward phase and just, you know, be able to connect to people and just have them be themselves, you know, in a safe work environment.
Yeah, you know, and I think that connection and opportunity are kind of close.
They are.
Yeah,
They're related.
Yeah,
It's they're cousins.
Yeah, that's a perfect analogy. They're cousins because it's like through meeting somebody, again, the connection. It's like, you know what? Hanging around them long enough. That's your cousin opportunity right there. I got to meet them too.
Right, yeah.
See, And you know what's funny about this? I didn't even know that you were. This was going to be the main word for today. And last night, walking home from the store, but as I famously do, I love walking to Drug Mart. I was thinking about connections, weirdly, and networking, and I was like, you know what's a weird thought? Everybody is an NPC, and for people who don't know what that means, that's a non-playable character. Everybody's an NPC until you activate them. When you think about it,
that is true. That is very true.
Everybody you see, you walk around, drive by, is an NPC. Again, you're never going to see them again, never going to befriend them. You ain't going to know what's going to go on in their life until you activate them. Talk to them. How are you? What they're about and all that stuff. And through those interactions, you'll find out if you want to, you know, further activate that person or not. But for the most part, you know, I think that's the cool part about life. When you activate somebody, see if they're really for you, and you make that connection, and you never know what will blossom from that relationship.
Wow. I never thought about it like that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I hit him deep.
Yeah, I like that. just thinking, you know, the connection you can make to someone.
Right, because I mean, think about everybody in your office. All those people were NPCs to you until, like, you know, you got around them, worked with them, and you found out through your interactions who you wanted to, like, further with and who you didn't want to further with, because it's just maybe you got some red flags, or just that's not my cup of tea and I'm just going to set it down. And I feel like that's very important for people to do. And again, there's this weird, I'm going to say, smell in the air through the years where we've been trying to separate people. I feel like where there's like these non-interactions, there's all these titles to keep people to not fuck with each other and shit. But it's like I'm going the opposite way. When I see shit going this way, I like to go that way just to see if shit's better. And I'm finding that going this way is still way better, because I love connecting with people. I like making friends, because one thing that's been said about me at work, and I don't care, I'm weird and I'm outspoken, and I'm like, everybody's weird in their own way, and I speak my mind, and I'm like, and through me being weird, I've, you know, again, I've monitored the waters. I know who to connect with there, who not. And it's been very beneficial, you know, because if I didn't adopt that, for all I know, I could have been messing with the wrong crowd. And again, I could have eventually X'd myself out of that place, because I'm just mingling with the wrong people and connecting with the wrong people, and eventually gonna hurt myself. Because you got to watch who you connect with, because that can be very self-destructive. I mean, we see it all the time.
That's like the opportunity you said, an opportunity to get in trouble, or an opportunity to stay out of trouble. And shit.
That's true.
Yeah. You said something a little bit before that, though. You said seeing people you never see before. Like, it's kind of it's not on topic with everything, but does that shit bother y'all?
No. I mean, there's some people, like, you just, like you said, pass by them, and
right, yeah, you just, like, and like, you not like say you can like remember who, like, what they look like and shit, but like, you know, you're never gonna see them again. Like,
oh, for sure, I've had that where if I'm at like an airport or a turnpike stop, it's like I'm never gonna see you again.
Literally,
never.
Like, I feel like that shit's the most, like, the weirdest thing in the world to me.
I love it. That's why how I'm able to operate the way I operate. Again, especially having a kid who's a little rambunctious. Like, Jamie gets like social anxiety about it. Like, oh, I'm so embarrassed, all these people. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't know none of these people. Like, I ain't gonna never see them again. They ain't gonna come to my home. They don't pay my bills. They don't affect my health. They ain't taking care of my kids, so their opinion, irrelevant. You just like if I see something like that out in public, I'm not judging. One, I'm in that situation, I understand. Two, I ain't gonna talk to you. I don't know you. For all I know, that kid
that boy's ass.
Right. I'm gonna have that opinion in my head, but that kid also might be having a bad day, for all I know. You know what I mean? Or he might not be feeling good. So it's like, I don't even try to cast judgment. That's not my forte. That's God's job, or whoever's above us, if you believe.
Do you believe? What connection do you have? What connection do you have with the Lord?
Who that?
Who that? Bitch, I got the flag.
Damn it.
Oh, man, I love you, John.
Yeah, you funny. That's a clippable moment, see? That's right there. You gotta get them in, get them out. Right there.
Short, sweet, and simple.
Yep. Yeah, but damn, I kind of want to talk about what we was talking about right before he got here. But
what was that?
We were just talking about the Vibes podcast. And kind of, we were kind of low-key talking about their connection and how they flow with their conversations and everything.
Yeah, they do a great
they're
job.
4 episodes in, so if you haven't checked them out yet, The Vibe, it's a group of 3 girls that are from Lorraine here, Taylor, Shauna, and Jay. super awesome podcast. They're going to be diving into a whole bunch of topics. It's this very broad thing, so they're trying to hone in on what they're trying to focus on. So give them a shout, or give them a shot.
There you go. And just put them in your ear. And again, and if you like good vibes, good conversation, and just, and it ain't even girl talk, it's just a good conversation in general, check them out.
Right.
Because, I mean, they're like our version of the WNBA, and I'm going to push them as much as possible. I want to see them on top. I don't want to hear no complaining like, oh, the girls don't get support. Who's supporting them? Ladies and gentlemen, go support them. You know what I mean? You don't just have to support us. Again, they talk just as well as we do, and I feel like their topics are just as fire. So give our girls
feel free to ask any questions. Ask us if you want us to ask them for you, or hit them up. What's their? They don't have Twitter, do they?
No, just Facebook.
Okay.
Check out Taylor's Facebook. I swear, if you like laughing, you like ornery shit, she is one of the best memesters that you can ever witness. Like the one with the crunchy kidney stones yesterday. Yeah. Weak. Had me weak.
Honestly, I don't got Facebook. I'll be like the little baby.
So I'm gonna just show you after the podcast.
Yeah, I got you. Yep.
Yeah, and of course another shout out to Mark and Jake. They're doing their beer review. So if you have a beer that you would like to have them review, let us know as well.
Yes,
that's a great idea, John. Yeah, like if they haven't covered something yet, and if you like have a place you want them to go or a beer you want them to cover and try, I mean the guys are open to suggestions. You know what I mean? And you can crack your beer open that they're trying while on camera, and you can like their opinion or not like their opinion. And I mean, they're also open to guests, so you can actually go have a drink with them. You don't
connect with them.
Exactly. We don't have guests just on this show. You can go to our other shows and also be a guest. We're all open to everybody.
Yep. Shout out to Creative Genius for the sponsorship. Buy some merch.
Get some merch, man. Get your merch.
Get it right.
We'll post a picture of what who got a jacket, he said?
Franco
got a jacket, and then my brother, I believe, got a shirt. So, yep.
And you got a new golf line out, too, man. That shit go.
Low-key, that shit is hard. Not even okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, the G with the golf, it just, it goes together.
I got the white and green one. He gave it to me.
Did he really?
If I was him, I would go to, like, an actual golfing event and put some of that stuff on. Like, go to, like, where they, shoot some shit. Because I think somebody gonna see that on the sideline, like, damn, that's
so, like, how could you get that connection to, like, maybe, like, try to have, like, it being, like, in a storefront?
That's just reaching out, being not afraid for the answer. Good, good or bad. Be like, okay.
Have you guys built? I mean, I feel like you guys go to different courses. Is there one you guys are like kind of getting more familiar with?
Yeah, there's a few. There was the one in South Amherst, Whiskeyville. We were there. We were chopping it up with them, and then the one in Elyria, Jerry Ridge. We know that guy pretty well. I forgot what his name was, but we know you pretty well.
Not enough to know your name.
I forgot. I don't want to butcher it on camera. I think it's Tony or something.
He said, "That's my brother Tommy."
Yeah, it must be Tommy. But no, man, just making connections, man. Not being afraid to hear no. So hopefully you'll see some merch in some stores soon.
That'd be pretty
awesome.
dope.
That'd be awesome.
Hell yeah. How much time you think we're at?
Maybe like 20-something minutes.
Yeah, I'm about to say about 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
What do we think?
I mean, so far it's been a great episode. It's been dope. And I mean, it's been 20 minutes. I mean, we can wrap it up again. People got TikTok brains now.
Right, yeah.
We love y'all, but that's the truth.
Let me just tell y'all my connection with the Cleveland Indians.
Oh, okay. Right. Yeah, we can't cover that real quick.
Having a really hard time.
It's a tough connection.
Loving these motherfuckers, all right? They had me. I ain't gonna lie, they had me in the first half. They said, look, you come in, you get a free jersey. We give you $2 beers, right? You got me. You got me in the door already, baby. All right? So, it's cool. I'm slamming beers. First of all, these motherfuckers run out of beer. I don't know how that happens.
Well, where you do that at? You know you about to sell $2 beers. You know they gonna sell.
The Millers was flowing.
They might have a certain amount. They're like, this is it. We ain't gonna give out no more $2 because we can sell these for $7.
No, but they were giving out. So they were giving out small cans of the Millers. Then they ran out of that and giving us the fucking like the quarter size ones, Coors.
What? No Bud Light? I know they can.
No, they don't have they have a sponsorship with Miller Lite.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah, they have like it's like that big ass sign over there. So, but yeah, I'm like, man, you got me right. The last 7 times previous to this, they've lost the fucking game.
That you've been there.
That I've been there. My feet have been inside the fucking stadium. They've lost.
I ain't gonna lie. That's some terrible odds. Like,
it's depressing.
Your next game's got to be a win that you go to.
You would think that.
I'm betting the money line on the other team just in case.
You would think that. And you know what? I want to go again when the Phillies come, so I can see my boy.
Bryce Harper.
But you know, half of me, I feel like I gotta have Osh stitch me up half of Indians jersey and half of Harper's jersey.
Just
and
in
shit.
case.
You know what I'm saying, baby? Look, I'm coming in here. I'm winning something. Damn it.
Does he have a World Series under his belt?
No, not yet. They went last year. They lost.
Okay, I thought so.
Yeah.
It was on the line.
To the Stros.
It bothers me a little bit that him and Mike Trout are two of the greatest players that I've seen in my generation of watching baseball, and neither one of them have a series championship.
Yeah, no.
It's
Mike
crazy.
Trout ain't even been out the first round.
I know.
Dang.
I don't even think he's
me.
won a playoff game, low key. He's only been in the playoffs, I think, once.
I was gonna talk about sports and connections and like having like so like. Do you think he needs to connect with one of his buddies and like leave?
Who, Mike Trout, you saying?
Yeah.
I think personally,
Like at this point,
So-
does he got to connect with someone else?
So I'm gonna give you the best analogy that you could probably like understand it in. Mike Trout will be the NBA's or the MLB's Damian Lillard.
Pretty much.
He is,
Putting up numbers, but just not.
he's I feel like he has that face for the franchise that if he leaves and he goes to a bigger market or a winning
combination
exactly
of someone else.
I feel like people will start looking at him different, and you know, I don't think the MLB wants to tarnish one of their premier faces, and it's not even the MLB. I think it's just, you know, I think that there's a lot more for the MLB to lose if he leaves and go. Let's say he goes to the Yankees. I mean, ideally that'd be
Bullshit.
crazy.
Man,
To,
just
you know
go
what
to
I'm saying?
the Dodgers.
Exactly.
Mookie Betts, Clayton Kershaw.
But then,
stay
like
in LA.
people like me, I'm like, man, really, you really went to the Dodgers, bro? Like,
Thank you.
You know
Because
what I'm
he
saying?
is
Like,
to the Angels what
come to
Lillard
like
is to Oregon.
low key, come to like Cleveland. If you're gonna come to somewhere where it's not like a star. I'm not saying
stacked deck.
star studded,
Yeah.
but I think it's a reasonable market to where I'm like, okay, like marketable teams like this, like I feel like Deshaun going to the Browns was like, all right, now more teams that weren't getting good quarterbacks, like now the Jets. The Jets got fucking Aaron Rodgers. When's the last time the Jets had a good fucking quarterback? Mark fucking Sanchez.
Yep.
Are we being serious?
Facts.
You know what I mean? So I feel like certain things happen to where like, all right, now you can,
Like a domino.
yeah,
Like,
you go. You were in LA. It's a big market, but they're not winning. So if you come to like, let's say like Detroit ain't won shit since fucking Verlander and them won it in like 2008 or something like that. So.
When Cabrera was like the Triple Crown winner and all that.
Right.
I
So
remember that.
I mean, to answer your question, do I think he needs to team up? No. I mean, because he got Ohtani.
Yeah, that's what I
Ohtani
was gonna
is a
say.
great
That's
two-way play, but I think he leaves. One of them
Ohtani
leaves.
will leave.
I think Ohtani does leave though.
Because he's not. Again, if
to
they
Cleveland.
win, it's going to be Mike Trout's championship, and he's going to be overshadowed. And Ohtani is too talented to be overshadowed.
Nah, see, I think low key. No, I think it would be Ohtani's title, bro. He's gonna be out
think
there
so?
pitching and hitting. Hell yeah.
True.
He's out there in the World Series, low key hitting dingers and striking motherfuckers out. Oh yeah, it's a wrap, bro.
But you know,
sign him up.
You know how much money he's going to make in the
ain't it?
big market.
This is
though?
what you do with him. There's a piece of paper. You just slide it that way.
Write whatever you want.
And
on
yeah,
it.
no, you don't look, and then you tell him you have him sign. You just, move my hand for you, buddy, and then whatever it is, you're good to go. Mm-hmm. I'm signing that dude to whatever, man.
Because he's like the Japanese Barry Bonds, the way I look at it.
Nah, that dude's like. First of all, Barry Bonds did roids, so we're not gonna talk about that.
Babe Ruth, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there we
Babe
go. I was
Ruth.
gonna
I
say.
meant Japanese Babe Ruth.
But man, the thing with Babe Ruth, that dude was smoking cigars in the fucking in the dugout.
They was
spitting
built different.
tobacco, drinking beers. They were built different back in the 30s and 40s, dog.
Again, I mean, and again, this is no shot at the older generation. Most of them look like grown men by the time they were teenagers.
Yeah, but a
It
lot
was
of
weird to me, like how they evolutionized back then. Like we still look young. Their generation like aged rapidly.
some generations I feel like do that, but I don't know. Like looking back 10 years ago, like the people that I feel like I went to school with, we look young, but I feel like y'all kind of look like low key a little bit older than like.
hey, chill out.
I mean, hitting our prime, baby.
But I'm saying though, like you could be like you were a freshman, you still didn't look like you could have been like a sophomore. Like you seen me, like as I was a freshman, I'm like a freshman, a true freshman. You know what I mean? Y'all just had a little bit more.
A little bit more to us.
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
Deep boys.
Hell no.
I'm a freshman.
I hate you, dog.
Well, let's wrap this up. We'll go to the mental health check, and then we're out of here.
All right, I'll kick it off. Fellas, I'm at a, let's see, because I'm about to start. I'm at an 8. I'll pick 8. I think that's a solid number. And the reason why I'm at an 8 is because of, again, financially I'm well, mentally I'm getting better. I've been catching up on my rest. Good. And work has been fine. You know, yesterday I had a good conversation with one of my managers where there was it seemed like miscommunication. We didn't talk or look at each other, and we just finally ironed it out. So that was real healthy. We had an adult conversation, and my son's getting better. He's using his words more. He's using his words more every day and crying less every day.
There we go.
Now, next step is just, instead of, refusal of the bathroom, he chooses the bathroom. Because right now it's a choice. And I hate that it's a choice. Just fucking do it.
But what you mean it's a choice?
Like, it's not a choice with me. It's like he chooses when he wants to or not still. Like, that's how I know you can use the bathroom all the time and save me money. I'm tired of buying fucking diapers. After year 2, like, if you ever have a kid, this is my sound advice. Start early on the bathroom training. You will save so much money.
How early is early we talking?
If you can start around 2, like, if you see that they're cognitively inclined and just interested in it, just, again, positive reinforcement, whether if it's treats or a chart, something that makes them excited, and just get it out the way. That's probably the best investment in parenthood, is getting them on the fucking toilet as early as possible.
Yeah, I feel that. Joe had a sprinkle for his son coming next month yesterday, and like diapers were a thing, and it was like I never been diaper shopping, so I went and got diapers, and I was at Target.
Ooh, that's an expensive place to get diapers.
Well, they had the Pampers and shit. It was like 96 for like $40 or some shit. And then they had the Target brand. It was like 150 for like 25. I'm like, okay. So I got 2 of them. I basically spent the same price, got 2 boxes, and I got like double, triple the amount. I got like 350 or something for.
That ain't bad. What size?
1s and 2s.
There you go. Never buy newborns. They don't last long.
Y'all spitting game right now, all right? Never buy newborns. Okay.
I mean, because babies rapidly grow like right out the womb, so they're going to be in 1s or 2s within like 3 weeks, like in a month or 2.
Nice. As far as my mental health goes, I'm feeling good. I had a good week and a weekend here. Went golfing yesterday with Jacob and Osh. After that, I had a sprinkle, and then after that, I went to the winery in Avon Lake. I actually started not to feel well last night. It was like, I think I did so much that, like, Abigail was like, you didn't even like sit down for, like,
Gotta rest, man.
Gotta rest. I felt it last night. So
dog is barking, huh?
2-part question for you. How'd you do in golf, and has Joe picked a name yet for the baby, him and his missus?
Yeah, so the name has been picked. I don't know if I can release the name.
Not on.
Just
off the air or something.
Name is.
You're not gonna give us an exclusive, dog.
I can't. Not on the podcast.
Not on the podcast. Right. We ain't gonna do
have
that.
to tune y'all out for that one, man.
We should do that one episode. Like, say something and just blurt it, like beep it out. Be funny.
But no, yeah. So they're everything's going well. Pregnancy's going well. She's due on the 30th of June. So she's
nice summer baby
coming soon.
Oh yeah, she's about ready then. Huh?
Barbecue birthdays.
Yeah.
Man, he said summer cookouts. Let's get it.
As far as golf goes, did not do very well. I'm driving really well, but just my in between game is shit. And I'm actually starting lessons on Tuesday. So I wanted to do something.
What you need to? You paying for lessons? Mm-hmm. You could have just gave me the money. I get you right, dog. Come on, baby.
You come to the golf course, you got like a shirt tied around your head and shit, like shirtless. Like, all right, this is what you need to do.
You got like a couple boards and shit. So how is this gonna help my putting? Like, in due time, brother. In due time.
Chasing chickens, all the drills that have nothing to do with doing golf.
I said, I don't want you to leave until you can catch a butterfly.
What?
That is, I can see that. That's awesome. But yes, as far as number goes, I'm gonna go with a 9.5. I'm doing really well. Jeez. Yeah, I'm doing really well. So Jacob's party soon, so doing that.
Yeah, anytime after 2, I'm gonna pull up at 10 o'clock. See if it's all right then.
Right, knock on his door. Where the burgers at?
Y'all got leftovers in this bitch.
Grill off. Grill smoking. Just
on his couch laughing loud as fuck. Come watch this movie with me.
How about you, Gabe? How you feeling?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. the Indians, that shit had me down. But prior to that, man, I've had probably a headache, man, for like 4 out of the last 5 days. My shit just been thumping, and this is my allergies, so I'm like a 6.5, 7. Man, my head just been hurting like a fucking, I don't know. It just like I feel like I got punched like right there, man.
And no medication is helping. Like
I've been taking some, but I feel like it ain't really. I'm just taking sinus shit. I'm just taking ibuprofen, allergy medicine. I feel like nothing really working.
Make
man.
sure you're drinking water.
Oh, I'm drinking water. Yeah.
Weird
I
shit.
forgot my cup when I got.
So yesterday, I don't know why, I was in the mirror and I decided to look in my nose, and like the light was like peaking perfect to where I can see the back. And for the first time in my 30 years of living, I seen like what the back of my nose looks like. And it was like the weirdest shit.
My shit hurt.
It was the weirdest thing I ever seen. It made me feel like we were like everybody's aliens, because it was like these 3 things coming together, and it was like a hole just big enough for oxygen to get through. I'm like, who the fuck designed me? Like, what the hell is this? Like, I just always imagined there's just like a big hole back there or something. No, there's like shit back there. Shit's crazy. Human body's fucking weird.
Nah,
bro.
I'm not looking. I'm gonna look up Jordan and shit. Let me see your nose.
You wake her up, push your nose back.
She's like, what is going on? I already see your nose. But yeah, man, fuck the Indians, man. They lost.
Yeah.
And like I said, everything else is cool. Like I said, I picked up that second job, so getting back on that motivational train to just stay focused, stay out of the bars a little bit less.
There you go.
So
that's ideal.
Yep.
Well, people, go make some connections.
Network.
Get
buy
out.
merch.
Buy some merch.
Call your
Support our
mother.
ladies.
Call your mother. Tell you love her.
Bet the money line if Gabe goes to the game.
Facts. I will be giving out a 1 week notice, so everybody can know.
Make the bets early.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Help out. Everybody's gonna jump on it.
For real.
Shit the odds.
You're gonna see it on fucking FanDuel, like Gabe's losing train.
People gonna start sending you to the games for free, bro.
For real. What's up? I'll take the
you a box and
sponsorship,
everything.
man. Indians' worst fan with the paper bag on.
Oh, that'd be
guys.
crazy.
All right.
Well, it's on with y'all.
Alrighty.
See you.
You're